The Fighters Guild in Morrowind has a bit of a corruption problem. The source of this corruption is the guildmaster Sjoring Heart. He has been bought and paid for by the Kamanatong, which is the native Dunmer criminal organization headed by Orva's Dren back at Dren Plantation. You meet that guy during the main quest. He may or may not survive the encounter. As a consequence of this, 2 other guild stewards are also owned by the Kamanatong. One is the Fighters Guild champion in Vivec, Lorbumol Gro Aglach, if I pronounced that anywhere correctly, and the other is Adis Fire Eye in Balmora. They both have a bunch of quests where you are working as a debt collector and thug for the Kamanatong. You can, for the most part, do these quests peacefully, with the exception of 2. The guild steward in Balmora has a bunch of these corrupt quests, but she also has a few legitimate ones. The biggest problem among her quests is the codebook. Basically, a Kamanatong codebook has been retrieved by the Thieves Guild, and Adis orders you to get it back from them. You can do that quest, actually fairly easily, but if you complete it, you are going to be barred from joining the Thieves Guild from then on in that playthrough. See this video if you want to learn how to bypass the problem. You can actually turn Adis away from corruption, but you can't do that as a member of the Fighters Guild. The only way to do that is by doing a Thieves Guild quest that has you retrieve an object called the Bitter Cup. You see, Adis Fire Eye is a worshipper of Clavicus Vile, and the Bitter Cup is an artifact from that Daedric Prince. If you give her that, she will cancel all the contracts that had you work for the Kamanatong, and she will side with the Thieves Guild in the conflict. The other guy, Lorbumol, is actually worse. Only one of his quests is actually legitimate, and that's the bounty for an outlaw called Drosakar, who is hiding in Vivec. His final 2 quests actually outright require you to murder someone, a tax collector in Sedanin and a judge in Ebonheart. The only legitimate bounty involved there is yours, when you actually kill them. And, of course, both of the Grandmaster's quests have you murder all the high-ranking members of the Thieves Guild in Morrowind. But where there's darkness, there is also light. Perseus Mercius in Aldrun is the previous guildmaster of the Fighters Guild, and he opposes the current leadership. If instead you talk to him for the final quests, you will be able to take over the guild in a way that doesn't involve hostility to the Thieves Guild. He'll give you the key to his chest that includes some very nice armor, and he wants you to kill those 3 members that I mentioned. You can avoid having to kill Adis Fire Eye, but only if you give her the Bitter Cup. If you did that, Perseus will exclude her from your hit list. The Guildmaster and his champion in Vivec will always end up dying, no matter how you complete the questline, because they attack you at some point even if you do end up siding with them. The guild steward in Sadrith Mora is mostly irrelevant, but you do need to either blackmail him or just persuade him to join their side if you do the Thieves Guild. But he has no Kamanatong quests. Oh, by the way, Perseus Mercius might be a more upstanding citizen, but he's not completely innocent. If you join House Redoran and do the Stronghold construction quest, he wants you to help his friend escape from prison before he'll help you hire gods. If you liked this video, you might also be interested in why I try to avoid using creature merchants. Thanks for watching.